In a twist no one saw coming, the Sister Wives fandom is in an uproar over whispers that Robyn and Kody Brown may have made a shocking move involving Robyn's eldest son, Dayton. For years, viewers have watched Dayton grow up in the blended Brown family, standing by his mother through her emotional highs and lows, while Kody embraced him as one of his own. But now, talk across fan forums and social media is ablaze with claims that Dayton may have been quietly removed from the show and possibly distanced from the family altogether. What really happened behind the scenes? Was this a personal choice by Dayton, or was he pushed out in a family shakeup that reveals deeper cracks in Kody and Robyn's world? Rumors have always followed the Browns, but few have hit as hard as the latest storm surrounding Kody and Robyn's son, Dayton. The whispers began subtly. Fans noticed Dayton's sudden absence in recent episodes of Sister Wives. He wasn't seen during family discussions, wasn't mentioned in confessionals, and didn't even appear in background shots that usually feature Robyn's Flagstaff home. For a family known for airing every emotional bruise and personal challenge, the silence around Dayton spoke volumes. It didn't take long before Reddit threads and Facebook fan groups lit up with one question: what happened to Dayton Brown? Those who have followed the family since Robyn joined the plural marriage in 2010 know that Dayton, her son from a previous relationship, quickly became part of the wider Brown family. Kody legally adopted Dayton and Robyn's two younger children after marrying Robyn, and for a while, their household seemed to embody the ideal of blending love and loyalty. Dayton was often seen supporting his siblings and even defending his mom when fans or family drama put her under fire. But as the years passed, things began to change. The tight-knit energy of the early Sister Wives seasons gave way to a more fractured picture, one where Kody seemed to grow distant from his older children, especially those from his marriages to Mary, Janelle, and Christine. Through it all, Robyn and her kids appeared to remain in Kody's inner circle, until now. Dayton's story took a turn when he decided to attend college in Flagstaff. Fans celebrated his growth and independence, but some noticed that his relationship with his mother seemed unusually intense. Robyn openly spoke about how difficult it was for her to let go, admitting on the show that she struggled with anxiety when Dayton moved out. That bond, once seen as heartwarming, started to raise eyebrows. Fans began wondering whether Robyn's protective nature was crossing into control. Now, with Dayton missing from both the series and social media, the theories have spiraled into something more dramatic, that Kody and Robyn may have pushed him out of the spotlight, or worse, out of the family circle altogether. The controversy deepened after a few observant fans noted that Dayton's name was omitted from a recent online profile that listed Robyn's children under the Brown family bio. While it could have been an oversight, many didn't buy that explanation. They pointed to subtle changes in the way Robyn spoke about her family in interviews. When discussing her life with Kody, she focused primarily on her younger children, Solomon and Ariella, avoiding mention of Dayton. For a woman who once described her oldest son as her heart outside my body, the omission seemed glaring. Then came the bombshell from an alleged production insider shared on a Sister Wives gossip forum who claimed that Dayton stepped back from filming after a disagreement with producers over privacy and portrayal. The insider alleged that Robyn and Kody supported his decision, but fans quickly twisted that phrasing into something more suspicious. Did they truly support him, or did they make it impossible for him to stay? The narrative shifted from voluntary withdrawal to potential exile, fueled by the Browns' already notorious family dynamics. Over the last 2 seasons, Kody has been portrayed as increasingly authoritarian, particularly when it comes to loyalty and obedience. His tension with his older children, like Gabriel, Garrison, and even Mike Helty, have become a recurring theme. In that context, the idea that Dayton might have clashed with him doesn't seem far-fetched. Fans recall that Dayton has always had a gentle, introspective personality, often choosing peace over conflict. But in a household where emotions run high and lines of loyalty are constantly tested, even the quietest family member can find themselves in the crossfire. In social media, viewers have dissected every frame of Robyn's recent appearances, searching for clues. Some believe she looks more tense than usual, her once soft-spoken calm replaced with visible anxiety. Others speculate that she's protecting Dayton's privacy, possibly due to something more serious going on in his personal life. Whatever the truth, the speculation has grown so intense that even casual fans are demanding answers. What makes the situation especially compelling is how it exposes the strange duality of Robyn's public persona. For years, she's been both the most defended and the most despised wife in the Brown family. Her devotion to Kody has been both praised and ridiculed, and her emotional vulnerability, tears, fears, and heartfelt confessions, has drawn both sympathy and scorn. Now, with her son potentially caught in the fallout of her relationship with Kody, viewers are asking if her allegiance to her husband has finally cost her something far more precious, her bond with Dayton.
Many longtime fans recall that Robyn once said she believed Kody was a father given to her children by God. That statement, made during the early seasons, cemented her as deeply devoted to Kody's role in her children's lives. But now, people wonder if Kody's influence has become overbearing. After all, the man who once spoke of love and equality now appears to rule his household with emotional ultimatums. In recent episodes, his resentment toward his adult kids for questioning him was palpable. Could that same intolerance have extended to Dayton? Adding another layer of intrigue, a few unverified reports claim Dayton may have chosen to live apart from his family entirely. Some claim he moved out to pursue work and independence, wanting space from the constant filming and family tension. Others suggest that his relationship with Robyn became strained because she couldn't accept his desire to live a more private life. Either way, the mystery surrounding his absence speaks volumes about the emotional state of the family behind the cameras. For viewers, the lack of transparency feels jarring. Sister Wives built its reputation on exposing the Browns' most intimate conflicts, everything from jealousy and heartbreak to faith crises and family fractures. To suddenly sidestep a major family member's disappearance feels suspicious. It's led some fans to wonder if Robyn and Kody have something to hide. Could Dayton's departure reveal deeper cracks in the family structure than the show dares to admit? The tension only intensified when eagle-eyed fans noticed that Dayton's bedroom in Robyn's home appeared redecorated in a recent episode. What was once a young man's space filled with personal touches now looked bare, almost like a guest room. The change sparked an avalanche of questions. Was he gone for good? Did Kody and Robyn decide it was time to move on without him? Or was it simply a mother reclaiming space in her evolving household? While no official statement has come from TLC or the Browns, silence often speaks louder than words. Every season has featured Kody and Robyn opening up about family struggles, but Dayton's name remains conspicuously absent. The network's choice to exclude any mention only fuels suspicion that something serious has occurred behind closed doors. In fan circles, the debate rages on. Some defend Robyn fiercely, insisting she's protecting her son's mental health and right to privacy. Others are less forgiving, accusing her and Kody of isolating Dayton in the same way they've seemingly cut off relationships with Kody's other older children. They point to Kody's own admissions of needing control and his history of favoring compliance over communication. If Dayton chose to assert independence, could Kody have taken it personally? For now, all anyone can do is piece together the puzzle through fragments. A missing social media post here, an edited scene there. But one thing is clear. Dayton's absence has reignited broader conversations about the Browns' authenticity and the emotional cost of fame. Fans feel connected to this family not just because of the drama, but because Sister Wives once represented the idea of love that transcends convention. Today, that vision feels fractured, especially when one of the family's most gentle souls seems to have vanished from the story. As the new season unfolds, viewers will be watching closely for any signs of reconciliation or revelation. Will Robyn finally address the rumors? Will Kody show a softer side, acknowledging that control has cost him connections he can't replace? Or will Dayton remain a ghost in the Brown family narrative, a reminder of how fame, faith, and fractured loyalty can consume even the strongest bonds? Until someone speaks, fans will continue to speculate, each theory more explosive than the last. But one truth remains undeniable. The silence around Dayton Brown is deafening. In a family where every emotion is supposed to be shared, his disappearance has become the loudest story of all. And for Kody and Robyn, it may be the one that finally shatters the illusion of unity they've worked so hard to maintain.
In the unpredictable and often chaotic world of sister wives, the Brown family has seen its fair share of controversies, heartbreaks, and emotional explosions. Yet nothing has sent shockwaves through the fandom quite like the latest rumor making the rounds, that Kody and Robyn Brown have allegedly kicked Robyn's oldest son, Dayton, out of the family spotlight and possibly even out of their home. The whispers started quietly, but grew into a storm that now threatens to overshadow every other storyline in the long-running TLC series. For years, fans have watched Robyn's eldest child grow from a quiet, gentle teenager into a young man navigating adulthood within one of America's most famously unconventional families. But lately, there's been an eerie silence where Dayton's presence used to be, and the internet is demanding answers. The speculation began when eagle-eyed viewers noticed Dayton's complete absence from recent episodes of Sister Wives. His once frequent appearances around the Flagstaff home had vanished without explanation. At first, some fans thought it might be an editing choice, a way for producers to focus more on Kody's strained relationships with his ex-wives and his remaining children still under one roof. But as weeks passed and Dayton remained nowhere to be seen, the theory took on a darker life of its own. Had Kody and Robyn made a shocking decision to distance themselves from him? Or had Dayton himself decided that the chaos and emotional pressure of being part of the Brown family's reality television empire was too much to handle? Dayton Brown, Robyn's eldest son from her previous marriage, was legally adopted by Kody in 2015, along with his sisters Aurora and Brianna. At the time, Kody and Robyn presented their newly blended family as an example of love conquering all obstacles. Dayton was often shown as soft-spoken and kind, the picture of a loyal son who quietly supported his mother as she navigated the turbulent waters of polygamy. For many viewers, Dayton's presence represented stability amid the drama that frequently engulfed Kody's relationships with his wives. However, as the years passed, the family's once tightly woven bonds began to unravel, and fans now suspect that Dayton may have found himself caught in the emotional crossfire. The growing concern about Dayton's disappearance from the show started on social media, where fans began posting side-by-side screenshots of old Sister Wives episodes compared to the current season. In the earlier years, Dayton was often seen helping around the house, sharing lighthearted moments with his siblings, or standing beside Robyn during confessional interviews. But now his absence is glaring. One Reddit thread titled, "Where's Dayton?" quickly gained traction, with fans sharing theories that ranged from reasonable to downright explosive. Some claimed that Dayton simply wanted privacy, while others insisted that something more serious had occurred behind the scenes, possibly involving tension between Dayton and Kody. Robyn Brown has always been known for her emotional nature, often wearing her heart on her sleeve and crying openly on camera when the pressures of polygamy or family division became overwhelming. Her fierce protectiveness over her children, especially Dayton, was often considered one of her defining traits. She has frequently described her son as sensitive, thoughtful, and deeply loyal. That's why many fans find it difficult to believe she would ever allow Kody to push Dayton away, and yet whispers of a potential falling out between the two men persist. According to unconfirmed fan reports, Dayton may have moved out of Robyn and Kody's Flagstaff home some time ago, choosing to live on his own to establish independence. While this sounds like a natural step for a young adult, the way the show and Robyn have completely avoided mentioning it has raised more questions than it answers. Some fans believe that Kody's increasingly controlling personality may have played a role in Dayton's decision to step back. Over recent seasons, Kody's relationships with his older children have deteriorated dramatically. His sons Gabriel and Garrison, both from his marriage to Janelle, publicly clashed with him during the COVID-19 pandemic over his rigid rules and favoritism toward Robyn's household. When Garrison tragically passed away earlier this year, it only deepened the emotional chasm between Kody and the rest of his family. In that environment, it wouldn't be surprising if Dayton, who has always been known for his gentle nature, found it difficult to maintain harmony under his stepfather's increasingly authoritarian tendencies. Fans suspect that if Dayton expressed any disagreement or desire for distance, Kody may have taken it as an act of disloyalty, much like he did with his biological sons. Another layer to this mystery involves Robyn's parenting style. Over the years, viewers have noticed that she has a tendency to hover protectively over her children, particularly Dayton. In past episodes, she has tearfully admitted how hard it was for her to let him go when he moved out to attend college in Flagstaff. She described feeling anxiety at the thought of not being able to watch over him and ensure his safety. Fans empathized with her maternal instincts, but also worried that such intense emotional dependency might make it difficult for Dayton to fully spread his wings. If he's now taken steps toward independence, it could be causing immense emotional turmoil within the household. Turmoil that Kody, known for his aversion to emotional messiness, might have little patience for. On Reddit and X, formerly Twitter, the theories have spiraled into a full-blown storm. Some users insist that Dayton's absence is nothing more than a private decision, a young man choosing to live his life outside the shadow of reality TV. Others are convinced that Kody and Robyn made a conscious choice to keep him off camera to protect him from fan scrutiny. A few more dramatic voices even claim that there was a major falling out between Kody and Dayton, perhaps over family dynamics, money, or Dayton's reluctance to participate in filming. The truth remains unclear, but the lack of transparency from both TLC and the Browns has only made the speculation louder. The heart of this controversy lies not only in Dayton's disappearance, but in what it represents about the Brown family as a whole. Over the past few years, viewers have watched as the once expansive plural marriage crumbled piece by piece. Christine left Kody first, reclaiming her independence and moving to Utah to start a new chapter. Janelle followed, declaring she was no longer in a spiritual marriage with Kody after months of conflict. Even Miri, who had been emotionally separated from Kody for years, finally admitted the relationship was over. That left Robyn as the last remaining wife and the target of much fan resentment. Viewers have accused her of manipulating Kody, isolating him from his other wives, and creating an emotional bubble where she and her children became his only priority. Now, with rumors that even Dayton might be gone, fans are asking whether the bubble has finally burst.